approach our street corner, there we have one of the dedicated litter pickers doing the best to keep this road looking tidy, and it's very much appreciated. But sadly within a few days it'll be just as bad. But any road, enough of that. Today the plan is head over to the Baffle Haus for a bit of, for want of a better term, hipster culture, and I don't mean that in a bad way. And following that, I dare say, a trip over the Gospel Pass. So, with the sun shining and everything looking jolly, off we go. And our agreed meeting up point, the car park by the fun fair at Stourport, which, be aware now, is a NPR controlled pay and park area. Bit dodgy if you're in a car with a front facing number plate. But there again, wasn't actually parked, it was more of stop, wait a second, turn round. We'll see if something nasty pops through the letterbox in the next week or so. Jonathan was the only other one to turn up, so it looks like there'll be three of us. Now, because it's a pay to park thing, folks will park anywhere for free, like this guy who's parked here, which makes it difficult, to say the least, to attempt to turn onto the main road. Thanks a lot, mate. You brainless... well, we won't see it. But I did have to wait here quite a while, because I need to swing completely to the other side of the road now, thanks to that selfish person. And it's off towards Great Whitley. Then it's along the B4203 towards Bromyard, which is a lovely road with some very nice views across Herefordshire. And it's down into Stanford Bridge, and where the Bridge Inn used to be, well, still is there as far as I'm aware, place where we've spent many an happy hour camping, and they've held one or two mag rallies there too, recall. And it's through Bromyard and coming up on the right, just past the plough, is the Wye Valley Brewery, and I quite fancy a pint of HPA, to be honest now. And into Hereford, where we follow this tractor and trailer for a few miles, and in that trailer there's a few ton of apples, and the smell following it was amazing. You could almost taste the apples. A shame to have to stop following it, really. And a couple of Morgans go past. The traffic in Hereford was terrible, but before long we were on the way out and we needed to stop for petrol, and there just happens to be a petrol station on this roundabout. We'll do the decent thing and let the peddler files get across without getting squashed. Couldn't really make it up. The road had been dry up until the sign there that says "Welcome to Wales," and and then the rain started. Okay, didn't last long, and we did get slightly damp, but not enough to worry about. But it just goes to prove it always rains in Wales, so they say. On the 4042 out of Abergavenny, and a police car comes herring past, and following him is an unmarked police car who almost gets wiped out on the brow of the hill there. And again there. Still, they know what they're doing. And a few more down the road, it's the Baffle Haus. Having parked up, it was time for dinner. I went for the Cajun kitchen wrap and fries, and yep, it was very enjoyable indeed. But on the downside, as to be expected with a place like this, it'll be a tad more expensive than your so-called normal eateries. But on the whole, yeah, an enjoyable place. I dare say I will visit here again. Okay, so we'll head back towards Abergavenny and then take the road up to Llanthony Priory and over the Gospel Pass. That's the plan. So back on the A465, Abergavenny to Hereford Road, about 5 miles out of Abergavenny is the turning for Llanthony Priory. So this is where the road gets a little bit narrower and things get a little bit more interesting. With hedges either side, it's a bit like going down a bobsleigh run, with the added attraction that you just might meet another bobsleigh coming towards you. You never know what's round the corner until you're physically pointing round the corner, like this. Right, okay. A little wiggly. Oh, he's going backwards. We're alright. Cheers, driver. They have resurfaced a lot of this road, fortunately. But due to Storm Amy, which passed over on Saturday night, there's a lot of broken branches and debris in the road. Something else to be aware of. And the road up to Llanthony Priory. Well, we're passing by, we might as well go and have a look. We'll park up and take a nose around. And it's squeezing time once again. And this is where they've repaired the road, where it was all starting to fall away. This fellow did reverse quite a way back, but eventually there's a passing place. Thank you, driver. And another tight squeeze. One of the disadvantages to a trike, I'm afraid. And time to breathe in again. Luckily this one flashed me on, so there's a passing place there. And we're on the pass now where visibility is a bit better up in front, so that's a bonus. And here, a bit of storm damage. Now let's try not to hit the tree as we go past. Right, I shall pull up here and then put the rotating camera on the back of the trike, because I know that the more scenic part is coming up within the next few miles. Right, we've got the rear camera mounted, so it's off we go, and just as we crest the brow of this hill, you get a grand view of the valley below. That's the rear facing rotating camera, and so we'll let this run for a while just to take in the scenery, more or less. It might look bright, but it's cold. I believe that's the top of Hay Bluff there on the right. And as I said, you can see for miles. And I believe that ridge up there is Lord Hereford's Knob. Stop that tittering. There's certainly a few woolly speed bumps lurking at the side of these roads. And some of those woolly speed bumps are a bit large and they've got hooves. We pull in at the next car park and remove the rotating camera. Excuse me. Because from here on the scenery is still good, but not as good. Woolly speed bumps are available in both black and white. High on white, and although I didn't need to fill up, I thought I will and see what the trike's doing to the gallon. So we've managed 118 miles so far, and we got in 15 litres, which is 3.3 gallon. So it's the usual, it's doing what it always seems to do, 36 to the gallon. We stopped for a bit of train spotting in Leinster. As we roll across the common towards Tenbury Wells, the rain is ancient history. The sun's out. It's quite pleasant. We've dried out. So enjoy the rest of the day. And in Kidderminster, Jonathan turns off for home. And our wonderful incinerator gets ever closer to completion. And as we go under the motorway and approach Oshit Corner, once again it's just on the verge of getting dark, and it's been a good day out. Okay, there was a bit of rain in Wales, but not enough to worry about. Made a change to visit the Baffle Haus and see how the other half lives, for want of a better word. Just under 200 mile on the clock, which is another good day out. So I suppose, until the next time, see you later.